This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, brought to you by Undisputed, available on Xbox and PlayStation. I'm joined by Wade Plem. Wade, it's been a little bit of time since the last seen you. Nice to see you again, first of all. How are you?
You got the undisputed sponsorship now, Fred. Dang, Fred.
Finally, shout out
Every
Undisputed.
time it's a
In the
new
game.
one, man. Jeez. Shouts to
You
Todd
have to get you in the
Grisham, yeah.
game to be a commentator.
Bro, they need to get me in a game as a fighter, bro.
Good point. Good point
I'd
indeed.
be in I'd be like the alternate. I'm like 54 overall. Like I'm at the bottom of the list, but I'm in there, you know what I'm saying?
No, it don't matter as long
I'll
as you're in
take
the
it.
game. That's what would matter. But it's a shame. I would have seen you in person this coming week. You are flying over,
Yeah.
working the first time. I think I put a tweet out about this. The first time ever working at an actual Misfits event in since what April or March 2023. I think it was March.
Yeah.
Telford was the last one you worked, yeah. But no,
No, the
no
last one
more.
I worked was it wasn't Telford. It
Or was it
was
or New Orleans?
no. It was wait, was Telford after
No, you were at
uh
KSI Fournier, I think, in May, weren't you?
No. Was Telford after KSI and Temper?
Yes.
Okay, then it was Telford. Yeah, no.
Oh no, it was Telford then. Yeah, so been a long time. The return, but no more. No more indeed.
No more. No more. Yeah, man, it was gonna be a cool thing. The zone liked what I did with Jake and Mike Tyson, and they were like, hey, would you want to do that, with Misfit stuff going on? And I was like, yeah, obviously bit of a conflict working directly with Misfits. So doing that as a way to kind of like circumvent it would have been cool. But yeah, hey man, the fight game stuff happens, and here we are. On the day it's been announced. So craziness in the influencer scene once again, dude.
DAZN saw the 10 million views you pulled. I think it was about 10 million, wasn't it?
Bang!
10 million views on
Crazy,
the Jake Paul Mike Tyson live stream. They're like, damn, we're missing Wade. We need Wade back. But yeah, it's
crazy.
gutting. It's gutting. It's not only for KSI and Dillon Danis, it's gutting. It's for the whole card in general, the undercard. Fox the G and
Yeah,
Willie Sharks, been scheduled so many times, called off. Darren Till versus Darren Stewart. Argentinian King, small to Jay. A lot of fighters on the card, but will no longer be able to fight this month and have to be presumed in the next future.
that's the real tough. I mean, for Dillon Danis, he was going to probably make a bag, so that's probably pretty tough. But that's the real tough spot for all these guys is like they spent God knows how much on camp. I mean, I spent tens of thousands on camp for my fight. I can't imagine what some of these guys that have been in, training, and Fox, I'm pretty sure is living in the UK, which is insane. So yeah, that's the part that really sucks. Anytime you have a big pullout of a main event and they cancel the entire card, that hurts the guys on the undercard way more than it hurts the guys in the main event. Always. So it's a tough spot. I know they're postponing it, but I look at the schedule. I don't know where they would run it again. Like, where do they have time to do it, you know?
I know, I'm surprised. Do you reckon? I reckon they had a little look around, see if they could match anyone of Dylan Dennis. Do you reckon they did that to see if they could find him an opponent?
I would say they probably asked Darren Till. I mean, I don't know anything, but I would assume that that's the first guy they'd go to because he would, if you're gonna keep the card as a pay-per-view, that would be a pay-per-view worthy main event, I would say, Till and Dennis. Um, I don't know who else they could have asked that would have made sense. I saw Salt Poppy wanting to do it, but I don't think that Dylan would have been like, what? No. Like, why?
I just interviewed Joe Fournier for the first time in a few months, and it was like,
They ask him,
I'll
yeah.
step in because him and Dylan Dennis had beef in that Twitter space about a year ago.
Oh my Lord. Good Lord. I don't know if anybody would have wanted to see that fight ever. Fournier and Dylan Danis in the main event. I can't believe Fournier's still trying to give it a go, man. Like, let it go. It's over, dude. You know what I mean? It's over. I guess they still have him under like his fights left on his deal with them still, or what?
Maybe I'm not sure if we signed a 1 fight deal or 2 fight deal or whatever. But yeah, do you reckon? I mean, you got the Misfits show in not in Telford in Derby, on the
They're
second
not going to put
week
it on
of
that.
April.
They're not going to put KSI in that. No, like
No,
you,
no, obviously
because I
not that
assume
one.
the
Let me have a
venue
look because
is.
Aiden Ross recently announced he's got a show next month. Let me look. So we go April on my calendar right now. Yes, they're meant to have it on the oh wow, it's maybe on the 12th for Derby card, wasn't it?
Yeah, so quick turnaround. Yeah.
but I don't know if they'll keep that one or move it or whatever. Be complicated.
No, they'll. Why wouldn't they? I mean, if they were going to move one, it'd be that one. But there's just like anytime something like this happens, you're kind of scrambling. I don't know if they had plans for the summer. I assume they did, but now, I mean, KSI is your golden goose. You have to get him on a card. And I guess, from watching the video, he said he'd been sick for a while. I guess they were kind of contemplating like, all right, maybe he's going to get over it. Like we'll still be able to go on with it. And then I guess they got to this week and they were like, nah, this is just not going to work.
Yeah, I mean, he played the charity. He's been sick for a while. He played the Simon charity match.
It's wild, man. Yeah, it's wild. I said the same stuff about like, I don't know how long ago. It must have been a couple months ago. It's like, you have to be fully locked into this shit. I'm not saying the charity match was like the reason that he kept getting sick. He probably kept getting sick because he kept training. That's what I would assume. If he was sick and it wasn't going away, it was probably because he was training. Because the one thing you need when you're sick is rest. You need it. You have to. You have to rest. Otherwise, your immune system is just going to continue to be bogged down. You're going to continue to get sick. Like that's just the way it is. But yeah, just doing so much. I think he was flying a lot. He was doing different sidemen stuff. This is the whole reason that KSI should really evaluate if he wants to fight or not. Because if he's doing 40 billion things at once, he's not 25 anymore. His body's going to give out, you know? Um, and so this was probably just a collateral damage, like doing a bunch of stuff, trying to spar, trying to train, trying to get on these flights, go different places, go to the charity match, go to what was the other soccer one? Did he do the other one too?
Yeah, it's one in Qatar.
Yeah,
Match.
he did that one in Qatar, and that was not too long ago. So like this stuff, you just can't be doing this stuff if you're gonna have a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight has to be number one importance. And JJ just has a bunch of stuff outside of fighting that he treats with the same importance, and it's like you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Britain's Got
And also, it's
Talent as
like,
well. He's filming a lot of that.
yeah, the Inside show. I don't know.
Mm.
That's just now coming out. I don't know when they filmed that, but like, there's just a bunch of stuff he's doing. But also, too, like, I don't know, man. I don't know the whole like should he have gone through with it? Probably not. Again, I just don't know. Like, how did he train? Was it an issue with like he can't train, he can't spar, and that's why they yanked him? Because guys fight sick all the time. Guys fight with issues and little stuff here and there all the time. So I don't I don't know the severity of what was going on with him. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, whatever. Like if they didn't think he could fight, then you pull him out and that's just a fight game. But like you can't have JJ clowning people for pulling out now either. Like that has to stop. Because like you can't I hate to bring it up, but it's like the Alex Wasabi stuff, even the Dillon thing, like when Dillon pulled out of their fight years ago after his dad died, his dad passed on, and it was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be fighting right now. It's not really healthy. Now KSI, he had the injury, pulls out of the 2v1. Now he pulls out of this one. Again, you ask yourself, does he need to be fighting? Is there some kind of sign to be like, yeah, bro, maybe we should just stop all this fighting because it seems like something gets in the way of it every time.
Do you
So
think KSI should stop fighting?
I think he should stop doing a lot of this stuff if he's going to fight for an extended period. It's a choice, I think, for him. Either he gives up 3 months of this other stuff, the sidemen, the whatever, other stuff that comes with that, and he focuses on fighting, locks in, trains for fighting, or yeah, you probably should stop because this is going to keep happening. He's only getting older. Again, it's not great weather in the springtime over there, from what I understand. It's not, you guys have kind of the shitty weather right now. So it's like something's always going to happen. If you're not fully dedicated, you're either going to miss out on training, you're going to get sick, you're going to get not the work you need because you're not fully committed and you're doing other stuff. And then by the time fight night comes around, the performance is going to show. So I think if he's not willing to branch off and take time to do this, then and do exclusively this, then he probably shouldn't keep fighting. No.
Do you reckon this fight gets rescheduled? I know Dylan Danis is meant to fight Tony Ferguson in May. Do you think Dylan
Yep.
Danis sees it as a way out? I don't know how much training he's been doing. I mean, I don't even know who's coaching
I don't
him.
know.
Do you think
How
Dylan
could
is going
see
to see
this
it
is
as a
the
way
thing.
out and
How
be
can you
like,
call
KSI pulled out, I don't need to fight him no more. I'll get the moral victory here.
why are we looking at Dylan as he's the guy that like, oh, he's looking for a way out?
I guess because he did it
Look
in the
at K
past,
by the
right?
way, KSI just tweeted at me and he said, "Shut the fuck up, you annoying waste of oxygen. Surely your knees must hurt so much this point from sucking off Jake Paul and his team the time. Give it a rest. You think I want to be in this situation? What the fuck is wrong with you? What is he talking about?
Wait, what is it? This is happening live right now on this interview. Perfect. Okay, let's have a
Yeah,
quick look. Let me go log on to my
I'm gonna retweet it while we're on it.
Oh wow, he has gone in on you. He's also gone in on Dillon Danis. I'll give the so you tweeted also for all that shit that was talked about Dillon Danis pulling out of the fight. Credit where it is due. He was going to show up. The event was being carried promo-wise by him, and I get that KSI is sick, but I gotta give Dillon some credit here. Here we go. So you didn't actually say anything bad about KSI.
I didn't. He got emotional again, dude. He got pissed again.
Do you think he'll delete the tweet?
No, KSI is very emotionally charged right now. You can tell that. So this is what he does.
Then KSI writes, "Shut the fuck up, you annoying waste of oxygen. Surely your knees must hurt so much at this point from sucking off Jake Paul and his team the whole fucking time. Give it a rest. Oh my God. You think I want to be in a situation? What the fuck is wrong with you?" Wow, that is quite a
He's
lot.
emotional, man.
How do you respond to that, Wade?
By simply saying, bro, you got emotional over this again?
I'll give you a few minutes to write that response.
Nah, it's fine. We can do this and then I'll get to that.
Well, your reply to it now. Be quicker, do better engagement.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about engagement. We'll get to it though.
Oh, anyway,
But you can tell who does though. Obviously, KSI is very, like I said, he's reading the tweets. I didn't. There was nothing even about him in there, but you can see the reflection of self there.
this is Wade versus KSI part two again on Twitter.
He lost the first one. He'll lose this one too. That's just how it goes.
Oh,
This is what happens though
Wade.
when you react emotionally and you don't think before you tweet. I don't think he even read it, or he would realize that had nothing to do with him. I was like, yeah, Dylan, fair play. You showed up and did your thing.
I know, bit odd indeed. Okay, so do you reckon it'll be rescheduled for the end of next month? Is that your prediction?
The end of next month.
Yes, so end of April.
I mean, there's just a lot of moving parts. You gotta like get a venue again. You got to get people to commit to spending their money. This is another part of it. The fans that bring like buy hotels and buy tickets, they just lost, I'm sure, a ton of money. Like all these hotels, I don't know how many of them are gonna refund and all that shit. Um, so you're asking them to do it again in the same month time frame? Probably not. That's why I say it's probably best they just fucking move on. Like it's tough because like you're asking people to give up their hard-earned money again. God forbid something else happens. This is two in a row now. Yeah,
So you reckon that they'll match KSI with someone else and not do a Dylan Dennis fight?
I think they need to take time to see if KSI really wants to do this. Like I said, right now, clearly he's emotional about the whole situation and letting it fly on Twitter. Um, a grown man, by the way, but but yeah, he needs to figure out what it is that he wants to do. If he wants to continue fighting, he's gotta let go of the other stuff, I think, and fight. Um, and hopefully that's the point they get to. Or again, he's successful in other stuff. Just don't fight. I don't. No one. By the way, he's like upset. He's like acting like I said he wanted this or something. But no one's saying that. But you can't have everything in something like this happen and not face some questions. Like for what you want to do in the future because it doesn't just affect KSI. It affects the fighters on the card. It affects the fans. It affects the company. Like whether he likes it or not, he is the figurehead of the company and they go as he goes. So when you pull out on the day of, or the week of the fight week, it's like you're gonna have to try to put measures in place to where this doesn't happen again. And it's twice now that it has happened. So it's like whether he likes that reality or not, that's the reality. Either
Do you think
you fully
KSI could
commit or
have?
you
Do
don't.
you think KSI could have fought? I interviewed Joe Fournier and I was talking to him about it, and Joe Fournier was saying he could have beaten Dillon Danis to the flu. If he had a broken leg, then maybe not. But at the state he was in, he could have beaten Dillon
I think
Danis.
if you got this far, if you got this far and you're at fight week and he's been sick for 3 weeks, it's probably best they didn't fight him. But I think that there should have been more of a concern for what he was doing up until this point. Like I think if they would have nipped this in the bud 2 weeks ago, then he would have been fine. But I almost can guarantee you the reason that he's still sick is because he kept training or tried to, or like he kept doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I just got over being sick. It took me 4 days
Hmm.
because I took my antibiotics, I rested, I hydrated, and that was it. And 4 days in camp, I know it's crucial, but you'd rather have those 4 days off than cancel the whole damn thing, right? So
Yeah, I was ill when I came out from Miami for an Aiden Ross events. I was really really ill after that. A week about after that. But it is just 4 days of doing nothing, and then you are better on the fifth or sixth day. So it does ease in. If you carry on doing stuff, then it kind of longs it out. But yeah, the question is now the undercard. Well, maybe we'll see some better fights in the Derby card. Maybe they'll be a bit more stacked, hopefully. But yeah. Anyway, moving on towards Misfits, I'll let you type your response to JJ now. But anyway, moving on from Misfits boxing, Jake Paul calling out Anthony Joshua. Didn't see this coming.
psychopath. What, I don't know what the hell is going on here.
And well, actually, to
Uh
give you credit, actually, you said that Jake Paul would lose to Anthony Joshua. So you won't. What KSI said there about sucking up to Jake Paul, you did the complete opposite when you replied to his tweet.
yeah, again, I think again JJ's just emotional. He's just throwing the boilerplate material that gets the KSI community and the DJs riled up. Like this would have worked maybe like in another setting or Friday, but it he chooses the worst time to do it. Like the day I post the Jake Paul's delusional video, it just went out like 15 minutes ago. He can't win, man. He can't. Yeah, Jake's out of his fucking mind, dude. He's out of his mind. And again, I've always said this about JJ and Jake. They're delusional to a degree that gives them pathways that others just won't. Like they take risks, they do things that people call them delusional for doing, and they succeed because of it. Now, does that mean that JJ's gonna or that Jake's gonna freaking beat Anthony Joshua? Hell to the nah, no shot.
Has he got
But
more chance of beating Canelo or Anthony Joshua?
oh man, what a question. Like percentage chance, 1%, 2% more. Like he's not beating either of them.
No, but which one? If you
I
had to
don't
bet your
know.
house on
I
it,
don't
which
know.
one
I
has he
don't
got
know.
more
Like
chance with?
AJ could punch a hole through his face, I feel like, you know? And Canelo could be untouched, Canelo could go untouched. So I don't know who's more likely, whatever. Like there was the rumor about Gervonta Davis. That one I'd be like, all right, like Jake probably has more percentage chance there because he's 100 pounds bigger, but like, no, I like if he this is the thing. I think Jake like he believes it. He really means it. He wants to go and fight AJ. He thinks he'll beat him. I think Jake believes that. I think he's crazy, but I think he believes it. And that's why I respect it. Like, yeah, okay. You believe you can go and win that fight, talk that shit. It's not going to happen in my opinion, but okay. You know what I'm saying? Respect.
Hmm. I mean, blimey, the amount of pay-per-view buys that would do would be pretty impressive to say the
They'd
least.
have to I feel like they'd have to do it in the UK too, right? Like you got to do that in the UK.
Yeah, that could do Tottenham Hotspur Stadium where Eubank and Ben were fighting.
Woo!
I reckon it could.
Be nuts. Be nuts.
But what else is going on in your world? And aside from KSI, what's
I
happening with you?
this week Chloe has been out. My girlfriend's been here, so I've been showing her California. She doesn't get to come out a lot, so we've been doing that. Been waiting. Hopefully some big announcements coming, man. It's a very much like behind the scenes month for me. I've been doing a lot of work with some different people and trying to get some things settled and rock and rolling. But um right now we're in that wait and see time period, which is very nerve wracking because I really want this stuff to work. I really, really want it to. I really want it to work, and that's like, I'm sure you've been in these positions, Fred, where you can't really say much about stuff, and it's not really your decision. You just kind of put your best foot forward, and you get the whole, okay, well, we'll hit you back in a week, or we'll hit you back in 2 weeks, or we'll talk about it internally and get back to you. And it's just like that's the position I'm in with a couple different companies and organizations right now, and I'm very, very hopeful. I know it sounds weird the way I'm describing it, but there's a lot that I'm hopefully going to be doing in the next couple months. We'll see how it goes.
Do you reckon you'll fight again this year?
I don't know, man. If it was up to BJ, yeah. BJ's been really pushing me to get back to Arizona and train a little bit. I think it has to do with too the stuff, the kind of the stuff I'm alluding to that I can't really talk about,
Oh,
but
okay, nice, nice, nice.
it's like if some of this stuff works out, maybe not. There's a lot of like hinging parts on like, if this happens, then this has to happen, and this may happen, and this can't, like that kind of stuff. It's very odd, but yeah.
Since your live stream isn't going ahead anymore, who are you gonna have on it? Like, who are the guests you're gonna have with you watching it?
What, like, who was going to be on it?
Yeah, with you watching the fights.
Well, I had reached out to Brian True Jordy. He was, we were trying to work toward that, and honestly, I was going to look at having Mams on. I thought that was going to be
Mams would have
a pretty cool
Mams
add.
would have done it. He would have come on for a bit, I
I know
reckon.
he would have, 100% he would have. And just one of the things that I really enjoyed about the one we did in Dallas was I was just grabbing people too. Like we were just like, Eddie Hearn walked by. I was like, yo, Eddie, you know what I'm saying? Say something. You know what I mean?
He's good
I
at
asked
that.
my dad to do it, and my dad was like, in typical Arnold fashion, he was like, well, listen, if you need the views, I'll come help you out. It looks like I'm the one bringing the views.
Wait,
And
hang
then
on,
he
pause.
decided,
So your dad wouldn't come watch you fight, but he would come sit and watch fights with
well,
you?
this is the thing. I told him it was in the UK. He goes, oh, well, listen, son, I don't know about that. That's 5 hours on the plane across water. I don't know if I can do all that. He cannot fly. It's the
When
worst
when
thing.
was the last time he left America?
He's never left.
Oh wow. And how old is he?
The first time he's 59, 58.
Okay.
Yeah, the first time my mom left the country was to come watch me fight.
Wow, blimey.
My dad has only been on like 5 flights ever.
He just drives around to get places or just doesn't leave his hometown.
If I would have told him in advance that the fight was in Texas and he could have left like 3 days early, he would have drove. No joke, he would have drove.
How far to drive?
Like freaking 17 hours, and he would have done it. He's a psycho, man. He's crazy.
That's right. I loved his when you guys were doing the podcast, I love his backdrop with like all the horses' heads and stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's very it
Uh-huh.
very
Yeah,
much
the
suited his
the
character.
the deer heads and whatnot. Yeah, we're hopefully we'll do another one soon when I get back home, but I do want to have him do another one. Again, it's all kind of contingent upon this other stuff we're doing, but I actually want to have my mom do one, even though I'm kind of afraid to open her up to this crazy internet world. But I kind of want to have her do one, so we'll see if we can get that done too.
And we'll see for sure. But yeah, hopefully you do fight again. I guess during that sort of waiting around period, and I missed this probably. There's a scene in Wolf of Wall Street at the very beginning. Well, I don't know, have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Where Jordan hasn't started Stratton Oakmont yet, and he's just joined this other company with Matthew McConaughey, and the stop just it goes bust, and everyone looks behind, and you got the scene of Matthew McConaughey going, "Ah, sugar." That's what Mr. Boxing is, I guess, right now, where they're trying to figure things out. So, but you're
Struggle,
here.
man. I hate it for him. I hate it for him. I don't necessarily hate it for KSI after he took another shot. Deal with that how you want. Like,
Who
what
do you? I got a
fucking
question. I
weirdo.
think a question. Who do you like more, KSI or Mams?
Mams has
You
always
had
been
to go for dinner
respectful.
with one of them. Which one did you pick?
I'd go to dinner with KSI so I can see what this weirdo energy's about, and then just be like, "Yo, what's your deal, dude? Are you that absolved away from criticism that you got to act emotionally in all aspects?" Because I've had a good relationship with Mams. I think Mams sometimes acts on behalf of JJ, and he sticks up for his guy. But both of them, way back then, just acted too emotionally, and now JJ just hasn't learned his lesson. It seems, but uh, Mams I could call Mams up probably and have a decent conversation. I think. Um,
I feel like Mams and your dad would get along, even though I know your dad's not the biggest
oh
Mams
my
fan.
god, yes,
I
yes.
reckon they would. They could go hunting together, ride horses.
I wanted to do a video where I brought True Jordy out to Tennessee and have him hunt with my dad. He would love that.
Yeah, True Geordie would
because
actually.
because
Mams would come out. I
my
reckon
dad
Mams would
actually
go as
likes
well.
my dad will be watching True Geordie videos.
Oh, really?
I went home and I pulled up his YouTube and I was gonna show him something, and one of the things on there was like it said Brian Gordy.
He didn't write True Geordie. He
So
wrote his real name and then half
he
his
didn't know
YouTube name.
any of it. He was like he had no idea how to spell any of it, but it was like yeah, that was his thing.
That's funny. That's nice. But it was Wade, it's good to catch up with you. It's a shame
Yeah,
I didn't
bro.
get to see you in person this coming week. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon. Are you going to be doing like the Misfit stuff on the smaller cards or only like the main pay-per-view cards,
No,
do you reckon?
well, again, it was kind of a one-time deal through DAZN. Um, so I don't know. If they want me to do it again, great. If not, we'll have to talk about it. I have no idea.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Well, Wade, as always, thank you very much.